Good morning, my dear students. In the previous classes, we have been discussing about the bank overdraft. So we will continue with that. And today we are going to take the third phase of bank reconciliation statement. Okay. Till yesterday, we have been discussing about the favorable balances. Today we are going to take up the unfavorable balances. Okay. It is nothing so different and difficult. Only thing is that your balance in the bank is minus. Okay, so you don't need to worry because it is just a imaginary sum and situation, so your bank negative balance will not hamper you. Only thing is that if it is negative, you will put it in minus. Okay, in the minus side, as we have seen in the bank statement format, it is plus item and minus item. Just if it is bank overdraft or negative balance or unfavorable balance, it will go in the minus side, right? Nothing else than that. Other all the adjustment, all the entries, however, whatever you have learned the transaction to solve, that will remain the same. The base remains the same. Okay, so let's start. So today we are going to do the unfavorable balance as per cash book. So unfavorable balance or overdraft balance as per cash book can also be called as credit balance of cash book, or you can say credit balance as per cash book. So credit balance as per cash book means overdraft, okay, or unfavorable balance. Clear? Let's start. So here is a sum. On 31st of December 2005, the cash book of Mittal brother showed an overdraft of 6,920. What is the deadline? 31st of March 2005. So this is the first step. We should know 31st December 2005 is our deadline. So anything beyond that we are not going to take. Okay. And the base. Next is our base. So we should be very careful about our base because all the changes are going to happen in the base, isn't it? All the changes will happen in the base. So let me tell you one thing, that once your base is wrong, you have taken the base as wrong, all the transaction, every adjustment will be opposite, सब कुछ उल्टा हो जाएगा. Okay, so be very careful as you are selecting the base. So here our base, as we have already seen, it is cash book and it is showing an overdraft balance. So let's make a star mark on the cash book. So all the changes we are going to do in the cash book, right? This point is clear. Cash book. So it is the cash book where all the changes will be done. Okay, I'm linking it so that you can understand. Remember, I'm giving the stress on cash book. Remember, it is the base. Okay, and remember what is shown? It is showing an overdraft balance of how much? 6,920. So it is a minus balance. 6,920 rupees is the minus balance. Okay, we are going to start with the base of minus, right? So I have just highlighted you for highlighted it for you all. Now we'll start with the solution. Number one, what is given here? So try to understand what is given in the question. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you all to understand also if you don't understand the question properly. So number one, what is given in the number one is that debited by bank for 200. Okay, debited by bank for 200 on account of interest on overdraft means what? Debited by bank for 200 means, just a minute, debited, I just need to put the number one. Yeah, okay, yeah. So debited by bank means कहाँ पे डेबिट हुआ है? बैंक ने डेबिट किया. That means debit in the bank means minus 200, isn't it? Credit in the bank means money is there. Debit in the bank means minus, right? So how much was deducted from the bank? 200 rupees on account of interest and overdraft. For interest and overdraft, they deducted 200 rupees and 50 rupees on account of charge for collecting bill. And again, they have deducted another 50 rupees. They have deducted another 50 rupees for collection of bill. Now, is there any information in the cash book? No, there is no information. So the cash book is zero in both the cases. We don't know what has happened. So it is, the cash book is zero in both the cases, isn't it? So now what to do? कैसे क्या करना है? अब try to understand. What is our base? Cash book. The cash book is showing 0, whereas the passbook is showing minus 200. So how to make the first situation same? We have to just simply put minus 200 in the cash book. Now both the sides are same, isn't it? Both the sides are same. Same with the next situation, that is minus 50. In the passbook it is minus 50, where the cash book it is 0. So to make both the sides same, just minus 50, isn't it? So both the sides will be same now. So number one, what we are going to do? Minus 200 and minus 250. Sorry, minus 200 and minus 50. Why I'm writing separately? Because we have to mention it separately in the solution, in the bank reconciliation statement. Then coming to the next one, point number 2, what is given here? Checks drawn but not cashed. Check drawn means we have paid. How much we have paid? 4,000. Okay, but not cashed before 31st of December. So we have drawn means we have made the payment of 4,000 rupees. The check amount was 4,000. So 4,000 rupees we have made the payment. So minus 4,000 we have deducted from our account. But what happened in the cash book? Cash book, nothing happened because he did not withdraw. So nothing happened in the cash book, isn't it? Only the passbook has been decreased. So what will you do to make both the sides same? To make both the sides same, we can make the change only in the cash book. Only in the cash book. So what will you do in the cash book to make both the sides same? It is minus 4,000 and the other side is 0. So to make both the sides same, we have to put plus 4,000. So then it will be both the sides same, isn't it? If you put plus 4,000 and minus 4,000 already is there, so it is becoming 0. Clear? I hope all of you understood this point. Okay, clear. Okay, now we'll go to the next one. 3. The check has collected interest. Sorry, the bank has collected interest and credited 600 in the पासबुक. बैंक ने इंटरेस्ट कलेक्ट किया, हो सकता है मैंने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है, उससे पैसा मिल गया मुझे 600. So bank gave me 600 rupees in the passbook. So nothing is mentioned about the cash book. So the cash book is 0, isn't it? The cash book is 0. So how to make both the sides same? Now cash book is 0, passbook is plus 600. To make both the sides same, we have to put plus 600 in the cash book, isn't it? So this is how your sums are going to match up. We are just going to match both the sides. So be very careful about that. Okay, how we are going to match up, that is the important thing. Now coming to point number 4, what is given here? It is given that a bill's receivable, okay, bill amount of money of 700 was receivable, means we are supposed to receive 700 rupees from someone previously discounted with the bank. Now to understand this concept, please listen carefully. Sometimes what happens is that in general business situation, we are not able to pay to someone who is very known in the business dealing. So in that case, he will ask us that since we are not able to pay, so he will write a bill and will ask us to sign that bill. And what will be written in that bill? It will be written that I will pay him 700 rupees after this many days or after this many months. Okay, and after my signing, okay, if I and he both are having good reputation in the business and good relation with the bank, then he can go with this bill in the bank also and can get it discounted. Discounted means he can keep the bill in the bank for the number of days as I have asked him. Okay, that many days, इतने दिनों बाद दूंगा ना, तो उतने दिनों तक वो बैंक में रख सकता है वो बिल को. You can keep in the bank. And what the bank will do, instead of giving 700, the bank will charge some amount of money, because for that many days the bank is going to keep the bill and he is going to offer the money to that person. Okay, so what will happen is that bank will keep the bill, and instead of 700, the bank might give 650 rupees, okay, or say 690 rupees, and the remaining amount will charge us discounting charges. Clear? So what has happened here? Bill, okay, so here what has happened? Bills receivable was 700, previously discounted. We have discounted. This time we are the one who has to receive the bill money, so we kept in our bank and we have taken the money of 700 from the bank. Okay, it might be less than that, doesn't matter, but here we are going to take 700 with the bank. And now what has happened? It has been dishonored. Now honor dishonor means what? Now I have kept the bill with the bank. Now on the due date, the person who is supposed to pay the bill money, the one who has promised that I will pay the bill money, now once the person agrees to pay the bill money on time, it is told that the bill is honored, it is accepted, honored. But if the person give any reason and if he is not paying on that particular due date, the time he was supposed to pay, he was supposed to pay on one particular date, if he is not paying on that particular date, the bill will be taken as dishonored. When the bill will be dishonored, if the person is not paying the amount of money on, the due date. Okay, so what has happened? We kept the bill with the bank, and on the due date, when the bank went for collecting the money, the person denied, he dishonored, he did not give. So what the bank will do? The bank will not wait for anything. Immediately the bank will deduct the money from the passbook. Okay, so what has happened? Immediately the money has been deducted. Earlier it was, previously it was discounted and we got the money, not now, remember that. Okay, so that is why we are not doing, we are not adding the 700 here. That has already been added earlier. Now what happened? It was dishonored, so bank has deducted the money, debited the money from our passbook. So 700 rupees was deducted from our passbook, right? And since nothing is mentioned about the cash book, so it it remains zero. The cash book remains zero, no change in the cash book. So to, okay, so what will you do to match both the sides? Now to match both the sides, what you have to do? We have to put minus 700 in the cash book, isn't it? Because the cash book is showing zero, the passbook is showing minus 700. So to make both the sides same, we can change only in the cash book because the cash book is the base. So how will you change the cash book? By putting minus 700. Now both the sides minus 700, minus 700, it is same. I hope all of you have understood this point. You can repeatedly hear this discussion about the bill discounting and the bill dishonor, so that the concept can be more clear to you. Okay, this is a new concept for you all. This is the advantage what you get from the video lectures. You can repeatedly hear and you can understand that. Even if you have doubt, you make sure that you can you make sure that you call me and get it clarified. Okay, please do that. So coming to the next point, check paid into bank but not collected and credited before December. Okay, check was paid into the bank. So as soon as we pay in the bank, remember, try to understand that as soon as we pay in the bank, okay, as soon as we pay in the bank, what we do, you know, we immediately add the money. We add in the cash book. You might have seen in the cash book, we immediately add it. Okay, what has happened? Check paid into bank but not collected and credited before 31st December 2005. What was the amount? 6,000. So 6,000, as soon as we deposit in the bank, we write in the cash book. But what happened in the passbook? The money came? No, it was not collected by the bank till 31st December. 31st December is the deadline. So till that date, nothing was done. So zero, right? Regarding this transaction, there was no update in the passbook. So zero, isn't it? So now we can see that the cash book is plus 6,000. Okay, the cash book is plus 6,000 for the check deposited. Okay, cash book is plus 6,000 for the check deposited, whereas the passbook has not made any change because there was no credit in the passbook due to there was no since there was no collection, of the check. So to make both the sides same, we can make the change only in the cash book. So cash book was plus 6,000, the other side is zero. So how will you make plus 6,000 zero? Simply by putting minus 6,000, isn't it? Minus 6,000. Clear? So this is how you are going to settle the differences. Okay, clear? Now we are going to put it in the put this sum in the in the bank reconciliation statement. So we know the format of bank reconciliation statement. It is like this. Bank reconciliation system is nothing but a system where we match up the total of cash book and the passbook, where we match up the total of the cash book and the passbook. So this is the format: bank reconciliation statement as on 31st of December 2005. Bank reconciliation statement as on 31st December 2005. In one side we have particulars, in the other side we have plus item and minus item. So we'll start with the first thing, that is the base. What is that? Bank overdraft balance as per cash book, isn't it? 6,920 in the minus. So we'll just mention it. Credit balance also you can write down, bank overdraft balance also you can write down, unfavorable balance also you can write down, as you like. So bank overdraft balance as per cash book. Okay, what is the bank overdraft balance per cash book? 6,920 in the minus. Then one by one we'll see the next one. Debited by bank 200 on interest on overdraft and 50 rupees for account of charges for what? Collecting bill, right? So two things we have got. It is add or less? It is less. So what will you do? You will just mention like this: interest on overdraft and bank charges omitted to be entered in the cash book. This way also you can write down, or you can write down interest on overdraft and collection charges debited by the bank. How much? 250 rupees in the minus. Okay, Then point number 2, what it is, plus 4,000. So what to write? Let's see. Check drawn but not cashed. Same way you can write down 4,000. So check drawn but not presented for payment or not cashed, 4,000 in the plus item. Then coming to point number 3, it is again plus 600. So this plus 600, what to write? Let's see. You can see that the bank has collected interest and credited. So you can mention that interest collected by the bank, not entered in the cash book, or you can write down interest credited by the bank only in the plus item as 600. Okay. Then coming to the next one, number 4, it is minus 700. We have already seen that it is minus 700. So now what to do the adjustment? How to do the adjustment? A bills receivable of 700 previously discounted with the bank had been dishonored. So you can write like that same way. A bill discounted with the bank is dishonored. It is minus, so it will be coming in the minus side 700. Clear? Now coming to the point number 5, it is also minus 6,000. So minus 6,000 means what to write here? Check paid into bank but not collected, 6,000, isn't it? Check paid into bank but not cleared or collected, whatever you can write in the minus 6,000. In the minus figure is 6,000. Now what to do? Now in the rough, in the previous class I told you and I showed you how to do. In the rough you find out plus total and minus total both separately. You can see here in this situation the plus total is only 4,600. 4,600, whereas the minus total it is much more than that. So what you will do is that do the minus total first, which is 13,870 rupees. Okay, so take the minus total first, 13,870 rupees. Okay, you can do like this. You can put the items, put the total in both the sides and put the minus balance. You can find out the minus balance, or you can do like this also. Take the total of both the sides and just deduct the shorter one from the higher one. Okay, and you write down the difference in the minus itself, because the answer will come in minus itself. What is the minus figure? 9,270 rupees. This is nothing but, this was starting with what? Overdraft balance per cash book. So this is also minus, since the minus item is more, minus the total of minus is more, so it is also minus, that is overdraft. What will you write? Bank overdraft balances per passbook, or debit balances per passbook. Okay, debit balance per passbook or bank overdraft balance per passbook, same thing, 9,270. Okay, 9,270. I hope all of you have understood this and this sum is clear to all of you. Next we'll take this sum. Okay, this particular sum we'll be taking in the next video. Okay, so please make sure that you have understood all these things and these concepts are clear to you all. We'll meet in the next video with new sum. Till then, take care of yourself, take care of your studies. Okay, bye bye.